All right, we're back. We're talking putting base level or 18-inch four-cylinder Camaro wheels on your 1LE. And why you'd want to do that on this episode of the 604 Garage. Welcome back. First episode of 2023, and as you can see by all the rain on my car here, it's another beautiful day in the 604. Yeah, we're going to get rain for a while. So we've got to live with it, we've got to do the best with it, and some of that means removing our supercar 3s and putting on something else, and that's why we're talking about 18-inch base Camaro or four-cylinder Camaro wheels on my 1LE. Now, a lot of forums do talk about running 18-inch wheels. Usually they're talking about Apex Racing or racing wheels, and if they fit, but I want to talk to you about the cheapest wheel you can get in an 18, and that's that four-cylinder or base Camaro wheel. So if you wonder why or how can these things actually fit, I've got 14.6-inch rotors on my 1LE. There's no way they'll fit. Well, let's look at other vehicles that share the same platform. Now, the Camaro is built on the Alpha platform. This started in 2016, and there are also other vehicles that are built on the Alpha platform that have the same size front brakes. I'm talking the Cadillac ATS-V. The ATS-V has the same 14.6-inch front brake package on it and runs an 18-inch wheel from the factory. So right there you know, hey, an 18-inch wheel's got to clear the brakes. It's not clearing the brakes that's the issue. There are other issues. I'm going to show you what that issue is. And also we're going to look at some additional things on the front of the 1LE that the base Camaro does not have. So let's take a closer look at how the wheel and tire fit around the brake rotor and the brake package on the front of the car. Okay, how do they fit or how do they look on the car? Well, they do clear. You can actually see, hopefully you can see, I'll get in there with my light. There is clearance around the caliper on an 18-inch factory GM four-cylinder wheel. So this is one of the things that a lot of people wonder. Well, here you go right now. The biggest challenge with these is where the wheel sits in relation to the chassis or the body, or basically we're talking back spacing or offset of the wheel. I'm going to show you that next. So here you see the front of the car as we look along the front or down the side of it, and you can see where the wheel sits in relation to the fender. It's quite inboard. And as I move this way, you can actually see there is no poke or no protrusion at all. So here we see the rear wheel and tire on the car, and you can see that this package also sits quite a bit inboard. If I do this, you can definitely see, yeah, there is no poke or there is no flush sitting. So that is one of the issues. All right, now back in the car with the wheels on, I'm gonna do some really tight turns in the cul-de-sac here, and listen to the noise you hear from running these wheels. Hear that? Maybe I'll go the other way here. All right, now we're going to turn to the right the other way. You got to be able to hear that. What is that noise? All right, so we're going to turn to the right and see if I can hold you guys out the window. You hear that? That is the sound we don't like to hear. All right, we're back in the garage now. We're going to take the wheel off and see what is making that horrible sound. All right, now that we have the front wheel off, I can tell you what the problem is because I've done this to the other side already. It's this plastic front brake cooling duct. As the tire and the wheel turn to full lock, they contact right here, and you can actually see there's a little bit of material there that's been rubbed away. So what I will do is I will trim this back right around there, and we'll take it for a little drive and see how much better it sounds. And to do the trimming, I'm going to come in here with a set of tin snips. I'm just going to take that point off, or this little peak off here. You don't want to take a ton off. Only take as much as you need to. Okay, there's what it looks like. Now I'm going to put the tire back on in the garage, go full lock to the right, and see if there's any rubbish before I take it for a test drive. Alright, here we are at full lock now. Yeah, that's all you get out of these cars, and we're going to turn in the wheel with the car in the air a little bit and see if we get that clicking sound again. So I'm not hearing any clicking noise, and I believe we've clearanced that cooling duct enough so we won't hear that. And again, I only took a little bit off, guys. I'm talking this much. So I don't think that's going to greatly reduce the cooling effect of those cooling ducts on a track or anything like that. So all you need to do is trim it a little bit, and Bob's your uncle, in my case, stepdad. But anyhow, let's go take that for a little ride and see how much better it is on the road. Maybe there's something we're overlooking with the car in the air, but I don't think so. All right, back in the car now to see if the trimming actually worked. We're gonna make a sharp right hand turn here in the cul-de-sac. We are at full lock. I hear absolutely no clicking noises as we go around here. Slowing it down a little bit. Ooh, nice 81 Camaro. That guy shouldn't leave it in the rain though. One more little lap to the right here. Absolutely perfect. So now let's go the other way and see how it sounds just to make sure. And turning to the left. Nice and quiet, nice and quiet. That's what we want to hear. So that is really all you need to do to make it sound a lot better, or to get rid of that really bad sound. So pros and cons of running these wheels. Pros, I mean, they're cheap. These were the cheapest 18-inch wheel I could pick up, and the reason I wanted these is because I wanted to put a cheap all-weather or rainy weather or even a little bit of winter weather driving wheel and tire package on this car. And the cheapest thing I could find was a guy selling these off of a takeoff brand new Camaro. So a lot of people with 4-cylinder Camaros will probably upgrade. They will probably be the first group of Camaro owners to upgrade the wheels, I would say, because it really improves the look of the 4-cylinder Camaro. It almost looks like an SS if you put an SS wheel on there. So 4-cylinder wheels should be super plentiful everywhere, and I got these for like under $400, so less than $100 a wheel, and they were brand new. They never even seen a drop of rain. Like I said, they're brand new takeoffs. So that is a pro. They're cheap. They should be plentiful. People should be wanting to get rid of them for next to nothing. Additional pros to running an 18-inch Camaro 4-cylinder wheel like this is that the tires will be a lot cheaper than trying to find anything in a 20-inch size, etc. And you run a narrower tire, which is better for any type of snow or any type of slushy driving like that. It'll be better than a wide tire. Even a wide tire in the rain, guys, isn't the best idea. I would run a narrower tire in the rain. And some of the cons with these are obviously the fitment. They look a little bit silly. They're a little bit narrow. Your car will not have that 1LE look, you know, that tough 1LE look with its big boots on the back and its big tires. It won't have that. There are ways to improve the look. Now, you could put a spacer and move those out. I think a 3mm spacer is probably as wide as recommended, because you're going to run out of wheel stud length. You're not going to get enough engagement with your wheel nuts or your lug nuts, and that gets dangerous. So if you do run larger than a 3mm or wider than a 3mm spacer, look into getting some wheel studs. But that should move, you know, your wheels and tire package outboard a little bit and look a little bit better. And maybe the color, you know, they all come in a silver color. Maybe because this is a 1LE, I should paint them black. Maybe painting them black would be a good idea, and I might do that one day just to see how it looks. So there you have it. Can you fit 18-inch base model Camaro or 4-cylinder Camaro 18-inch wheels on your 1LE? Yes, you can. And all you have to do is a little massaging to that brake cooling duct in the front, and you're good to go. So I hope you like the content. I hope you're enjoying your 2023, and everything's going good so far this year, because we got a lot more content coming. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, and see you in the next video. Take care.